Milford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll run again with Perine. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Now Perine. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a carry for Perine. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. They'll run it here with Perine. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
They're going to try and throw. It's brought in by Doxson. It's a pickup of 14 there, and it'll be first down Redskins.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield Success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Second down following the run. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
Let's go.
On first down, it's Taylor. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll bring up a second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or division. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll drop to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Jackson with a grab over the middle. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. But no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
Here's Pirine. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. And our statistician, Ben Ramsar, just held up 3 fingers to remind me he now has 3 tackles for a loss only in the first quarter.
Well, Ben's got it detailed perfectly. He always gives us the right stats. I'd love to be on the offense's headset right now because what you're hearing is, can someone please block him? Come up with a scheme. Come up with something. Make sure you block him because he's disrupting everything.
They'll run it with Pirine. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the pickup, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. And the Giants ready to come out now. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Keep 15. Keep 15. Single. Here we go.
Maybe a free play now for Taylor. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Ohio. Come on, let's go.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect. But as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm.
Come on, let's go. 1-9. Flex round. Flex round.
3rd and 2. Now Taylor. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Now here is the punter, Shum, as he sends this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The drive starts with a handoff to Pirine. And some room to work. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. Finding some room at midfield. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
Let's go. What? Ohio. Check.
Taylor will throw. Flush to his right. And he's got some space here. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
That good for 22 and a first down. Again, here's P. Ryan. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Ohio. Let's go. Flex round. Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Josh Doxson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout.
Here we go! Ohio! Ohio! Ohio!
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Let's go! Ohio!
On second down, Taylor. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Come on, let's go!
On first and 10, it's Taylor. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go! Brand 38!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They snap it at 1. Now it's Taylor. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Back!
2nd and 10, it's Taylor again. And for a right side here, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it.
Come on, let's go. Try it 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Elliott puts this one through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Sorry, Larry, your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Giants. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Here we go. Try it 38.
On second down, here's Taylor. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On third down, Taylor. It's caught by OBJ. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Out to the left, it's complete to Jackson. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be second and very short.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
Now back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So that right there was his second pick, but keep in mind, this is a guy who once had a rare 3-interception game in his career.
So what are you saying, that getting 2 in a game that's like kid stuff for him? That's nothing. He's already done that, right? Been there, done that. You know he wants a third again.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. It's already second and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
Come on, let's go. Let's round. Check.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Ohio. Here we go. Ohio.
Taylor now operating from the gun, escaping the pressure right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Let's go. 190.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Taylor to throw on second down. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Giants on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go. 30
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. And they will line up now for the 2-point try.
Here we go. Brand 38.
From the gun, Taylor. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Setting up the screen to Pirine. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his man. This is Jackson. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
After the interception, here's Taylor. He finds his target, Beckham. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On the give, this is their fullback. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
They come out here in the eye. 2nd and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Dion Lewis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. He's got it, and the lead stretches to 35-14. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now come the Redskins. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Here we go. Let's go. Let's round.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. A toss play. Here's Pirine. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. That 2nd down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And that one good for 16 yards and a first. And to give this time to the tailback. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. Finding room to the 20. Touchdown, Washington! A great play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They go again with Muhammad. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run with Muhammad, and he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They run. This is Lewis. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Giants, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason.